Okay, welcome back students. Today we'll discuss about 2.5.3 packet trace activity, propagate a default route in OSPF v2. Okay, so we have three routers, same topology in the previous activity, like we have three routers on server, three switches, three machines. Okay, so the previous activity there was default connectivity from PC1 to server, PC3 to PC2, PC3 to server, all devices, all end devices connected to each other. But now in this activity, we want to perform propagate default route. Okay, the IP address table is same. Okay, so two things: part one, propagate default route; part two, verify connectivity. So first thing is they are asking you to verify whether you are able to connect to server or other machines. Okay, for that I will try to open PC1 and try to ping to server. Then I will try to open PC2, try to ping to server. PC3 also I will try and attempt the connectivity to web server. Okay, I'll open PC1. So I already tried, that's why it's showing. Okay, so I'll try again. Same command PC1 ping 64.100.1.2. Not reachable, destination not reachable. I'll copy the same command here. Go to PC2, do the same to check the connectivity to server. Desktop command prompt, Mojood. This one paste. Also not reachable. Go to PC3. Go to PC3 like this. So where any of the step 1A from PC1, PC2, PC3 attempt to ping to web server, any of these ping successful? No, all the pings from PC1, PC2, PC3 all failed and the message was destination was unreachable. Okay, what message did you receive and which device issued the message? Okay, so for PC1, PC1 reply from 172.16.1.1 destination reachable. Okay, for PC3 reply from 192.168.1.1. For PC2 reply from 172.16.2.1. What are these machines? So PC1 reply came from R1 G0 bar 0. That's a gateway 172.16.2.1. Okay. PC3 the reply came from when it tried to ping to server. The reply for PC3 came from R3 G0 bar 0. That is 192.168.1. All the gateways are replying. Okay. From PC2 when it tried to ping to 164.100.1.2 reply came from R2 uh, R2 G0 bar 0 and 172.16.2.1. So all the gateways replied that they are not pinging. PC1 get the reply from R1 172.16.1.1 gateway. PC2 get the reply from R2 G0 bar 0 when 2.1 172.16.2.1 the gateway. PC3 got the reply from R3 G0 bar 0 that is 192.168.1.1. It's the gateways are replying. Okay. Now what we are being asked to do is examine the routing table on all the routers R1, R2, R3. Which statement is present in the routing table that indicates pings to web server will fail? Okay, I'll open R1 first. How do we check the routing table? Enable show IP route. Okay, this first one, gateway of last resort not served. Okay, last resort is not served. That means I cannot connect to this one because the gateway, the configuration, the route towards this one is not there. You can check the routing table here. Is going to see directly connected is C 172.16.1.0. Then another one is 192.168.10.4. Another one is 172.16.3.0. Okay. Then O stands for OSPF route 172.16.2.0, 192.168.1.0, 192.168.10.8. Also 209.165. This one. Nobody have the route to reach 6400 1.2 device of this network. Okay, the same thing happens in R2 also. So R2, I will check the route. So IP route, sorry, enable show IP route. Same here, the message gateway of last resort is not set. All the routes are available here. C is there directly. L means the local IP. That direct network local IP is put on. Okay. Again C is there local IP. Again C is there local IP. OSPF like 192.168.1.0 remote network through OSPF. 192.168.1.0 remote through OSPF. Then 10.4 OSPF. Okay, all the remote networks are there except this one. Same here R3. Okay, how do we know that direct network and remote network? For R1, direct network is the network which is connected by a direct cable. Okay, this is one direct network 172.16.1.0, 172.16.0.0 is another direct network. This is another direct. So three direct network for R1. Remaining are remote. Here it is configured by OSPF. So for R1, how many remote networks? One they configure, two they configure, three they configure, four. This network they didn't configure. Like that, you found out R3 also show IP route and found that gateway for last resort is not set. That means one route is missing. Okay, there is no connectivity to the server network. Show IP route. Same thing. Last resort gateway for last resort is not set. We have O and L, but there is no network connectivity to routes to connect to 164 that web server network. So what I will do, either I want to configure in every router or I want to configure a route towards this network. Just give IP route, this network, this mask. But I don't know the network part, only I know the IP address part. So what I will do, I'll configure a default static route or default route on R2 so that whoever is pinging to R2 to reach here, they will reach up to the next device. Okay, so here I will do configure R2 with the directly attached default route to internet. Okay, so towards internet you want to configure. Okay, so configure IP route 0.0.0.0 0.0.0.0 space. So this one is any network, it will match any network, any mask, will bring with any network, any mask, they will go up to serial 010. So what is serial 10? Let me go to options, preference. Want to see the interface names. Okay, options, preference. Be fast, but I don't have time. Always show port. The fifth option in the interface comes up. Fifth option, you can see the interfaces here. Serial 010. Okay, towards the which one? Internet. So what I will do, I'll go here and I'll type again. See here, IP route, any net will match any network, any mask. Just put a question mark. They will ask you interface name. Okay, I have serial, so I'll go for serial. The interface is connecting. No, that is the exit interface towards our internet is 0/1/0. Okay. They will give you an warning. Okay, default route without gateway, not a point-to-point interface may impact. Clearly, I don't mind. Okay. Now what happened? Let me check my routing table. Do I have an extra route here in R2? Show IP route. I have an extra route S star. This one default route. Now I'll go and check in R1. It's there. To check R1. Show IP route. It's not there. What about R3? Show IP route. Even here also that static route, default route 000, it's not added. So how we can add this is, you want to add a command, default information originate. This is the command which will propagate that new static default route towards other routers. So where you configure that route, default route in R1, R2, right? Go to R2, configure mode, router OSPF1, that process ID will be same. Okay, you're not going to change anything. Default, this command you want to add, default information originate. add this command. Okay, now go to R1, show IP root. Now you can see one new root added, O star E2. This one, this is the new root. What is Mr. O star E2? O, you know, OSPF. Then E2, that is E2. E2 is OSPF external root, external type 2. Okay, same happens in R3. When I type this show IP root now, I can see that new root, that default root is added here, O star E2. We can access now which one, web server. Now what you will do, try to ping, okay, from PC1 to web server. It must ping. That's why, that's what I was testing. I did all the default route and I propagated that route. Now let me check here, 6400 1.2. It will ping. Maybe first time it takes time. Next packet will be settled as pinging. Like the same, to try in PC2 and PC3 it will ping. Okay, that's all. Activity number 2.5.3. Hope you understood. See you next video.